Okay, here's the illustration number 5, and this is a non-interest bearing note on installment. Unlike with the previous illustration number 4, kung makita mo dito sa number illustration 4, isang bagsak lang yung bayaran ng notes payable non-interest bearing. Okay. Okay, here's the illustration para maintindihan natin. On January 1, 20X1, ABC acquired piece of equipment for 100,000 cash. Okay, parang the same lang, and 1 million. Non-interest bearing note. Pero this is due in 4 equal annual payments. Okay, starting on December 20X1. So 20X1, X2, X3, X4. So those are the 4 payments due date for this non-interest bearing note, 1 million. So therefore, 250,000 each. Okay, so ano mangyari dito? In the analysis, the type of payable is long-term interest-bearing notes, installments. Try to emphasize this one. And the initial measurement is present value. Why? Because this is non-interest-bearing note. And second is the using present value ordinary annuity at this time. Okay, maiba na yung formula pagdating doon sa computation ng present value factor. Yung kanina is very simple lang yun kasi due at once. Yun yung in-emphasize ko. Pero sa ngayon, ito ay annuity. Ibig sabihin, when say ordinary annuity, equal installment payment. Ha? Yun yung ibig sabihin yan. Installment payment on the same date. Okay. Of 1 peso. Okay, and the subsequent measurement is amortized cost. We again we started at present value, then subsequent is the amortized cost on the measurement of the carrying value of the notes payable. Okay, so here's how we measure the initial amount. Okay, first is the 250. Let's break down the 1 million into 4 because say 4 equal payments. Now, this would be our amount where to multiply the present value factor. The present value factor in here is 3.0373.49. Now, how do we compute that? Ito yung formula. 1 minus 1 over 1 plus, 1 plus 12% raised to 4 over 12%. O, ganyan yan. Okay? Ang pagkaano. Basta 1 year, so buong 12%. Pero pag halimbawa, nag-quarterly ito, you need to divide the 4% into 4 and make it 4 times 4, 16. And this one is into 3% only. So ito maging 3%. Pag quarterly yung payment ha, pero pag semi-annually, we break it into 6%. So ganun lang yung formula. Then this one will become 8 yung exponent dito. The exponent represent on the 4 periods. Okay. Now, here, try natin ha, yung pag-compute kung tama ba yung sinasabi ko dito. So, unahin natin itong, yung 1 over 1.12%. So, 1 divided by 1.12. Okay. Divided by 1, second year, third year, fourth year. So, yung nilagay ko lang, yung pinipress ko lang doon is enter, enter, enter. So, 4 times ako nag-enter. Then 1 minus 1. Okay, yun na yun. So that's 1.36. Okay. Paano ba yan? 136. So ano natin, so na 1 minus 1 na yun, no? Minus 1. Then yung 1.36 is i-divide mo sa 0.12. And that's it. That's a 3.03. Naka-negative lang, pero yan, positive lang. Ang i-convert lang to positive. Okay? So that's how it is computed. Okay, so with a given present value factor, we are ready to compute our present value. So this is our present value. Now multiply the 250,000 with the present value factor on annuity. After computing the present value, now we can have our first journal entry in here. Okay, the value of our equipment is first the cash and second is the present value. See, this is the value 859. Then second, our notes payable must be at face value always, and it is coupled with the discount on notes payable on the debit side 240. How did we compute? The 1 million minus this one. So that's our discount on notes payable. And another credit is the 100,000. Of course, it will balance. Okay, so that's the initial. Now, on the next step, again, we need to compute or to prepare a or an amortization table. Okay, but in here, this is an installment yung payment. Unlike dito, unlike dun sa taas, is due at once. So, medyo may differences. Okay. Okay, now let's see ano yung difference. First is, ilagay natin yung present value dito of the note. Okay, to continue, now that we have our beginning carrying value or the present value, we multiply it first with a 12%. So, ito yung mangyari. Pag i-multiply yan ng 12%, itong 759 dito, tingnan natin ha. So, 759,337 times 0.12. So, yun yung labas. 91,120. Okay. Now, we know that we have a payment every year for 4 equal payments for the 1 million. So, therefore, that is 250,000 each year. Okay. That payment, we will use that one by deducting this. That payment is actually a deduction against this present value. Okay. However, we will not directly deduct that, but instead we will deduct the interest expense against this payment in order to arrive with this amortization. Okay. So itong amortization is a difference between this payment, okay, payment, which is 250,000 minus the 91,120. That's it. So this is the amortization above our discount. Now, this amortization above discount will be deducted against here sa present value na beginning. Okay, paano yan gawin? So, i-minus natin yan sa 759,337. Yun, magiging 600,457. Ito na yung amortized amount, okay, na sinasabi. Yung subsequent measurement. Amortized value. Okay? Now, you do the same process doon sa second year, third year, and fourth year, and you will arrive at the last of 0. Sometimes there are differences when it comes to decimal points, pero ang gawin mo lang, kung ano na lang yung natira dito, ito na lang yung gamitin mo, yung interest expense, i-adjust mo na lang para yung amortization is exactly makuha siya dito. Kung ano yung difference, ilagay mo na lang yung amortization dito sa baba, then squeeze mo na lang yung interest dito para maging 0 talaga ito. Kasi mayroon yung mga differences when it comes to decimal points. Okay, now let's move to the subsequent entries. So on the subsequent entries, first is, on the first year, you need to pay for the 150. So ito yon. Okay. Then for the interest expense, ito yon, dito yon galing. So ilagay mo yan, debit. Okay. And for the cash, of course, it will follow always kung ano yung nandito, yun na yon. And also for the discount, it will follow kung ano yung nandito. Okay. So yun yung discount on notes. Okay. Payable. Okay. So you get that. Nangyari dito, as you can see, yung discount is following, yung amortization and discount is following dito sa 250,000. Okay? There's something is not right in here. Okay, so tama lang siya. Ito yung effect kung paano siya. So, una is ganito. Yung principal mo from 1 million, bawasan ng 250, magiging, ano lang yan siya, 750,000. Yung discount mo, na magkano at the beginning, 240,663, minus, minus amortization of 91,120. Okay. Lalabas yan, magkakaroon ng, ito yun, 240,663 minus 91,120 which is 149. So, ito na lang yung natira sa discount mo after the amortization, yung entry natin after this one. 149, 543. Okay, yun yung natira. Okay. So therefore, if we are going to present in the statement of financial position at the first year, ito dong end ng December, ang note payable mo is 7, magkano yun? 750,000 minus discount. Ang discount is 149,543. Ayan. So, mangyari dyan, kung ganun yung minus 149, i-deduct natin yan sa, sa ating principal. It will give you an amortized cost of 600,457. Which is, if we check on the amortization table, this is the amortized, right? This is exactly the same in here. Yon. Okay, ito yon. So that's how it works. Okay? Okay, now let's move on to the other entry. Okay, the steps, the process is the same, is the same. So ganun lang. You pull out some amount coming from here, lagay mo dito. The interest expense is coming from here, lagay mo dito. And the cash is ilagay mo siya dito pa rin, which is coming from here. Then yung discount on notes is the same of what interest expense that you have. Okay, so we're done. So I hope that you get. Okay. Okay, therefore, mangyari dyan is paano? The same, i-repeat mo lang yung procedure on the third year and also in the fourth year. Okay. Now, the fourth year, that is the last payment for the 50. So, therefore, the balance of your notes payable is 0. Okay. So, you get that. That's the difference between installment and the, that's how installment is to be accounted. In here, a simple interest, as you can see the difference, there is no cash flow, there is no payments. No payments in here. Kasi wala ng payments. Why? Because this 1 million is payable at once on the third year. Yun namang isa is payable on equal payments, 250,000 in 4 years. Okay? That will due each end of the year. So that's the difference. So wala lang cash flow dito. Kaya lang nakalagay dito every year we multiply it with the imputed interest rate 12%, then magkakaroon tayo ng interest expense. And that exactly whatever interest expense we have, that would be our amortization here. Okay, without any further deduction of the kasi wala ngang payment. Dito, ganun pa rin. Ang amortization dito is ganun pa rin yung 91,000. Yun pa rin siya ang magiging amortization sa discount. Kaya lang dito is ang madidak sa kanya is una madidak ito, then i-add ito siya yung amortization. Parang in effect yung 791,337 is parang ibinawas na lang siya dito sa ibinawas siya dito sa interest expense, ibinawas siya against the payments, then amortization. Then the amortization will be deducted from here in the present value. Okay? So I hope that you get my point, and I think that's a process. You can revisit that if you want. Okay? Now, we are ready for the measurement of our non-current and current portions, because we are going to evaluate what we did in the entries at the above, and the next question is that how do we present them in the statement of financial positions so that we will know paano ba i-identify yung current at saka yung non-current portion, especially for those installments na subject to installment payment ng mga notes payable. Thank you.